Hey guys, Lewis here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. This time we're going to be playing Homeworld 2. Now, Homeworld 2 is a real-time strategy game and is the sequel to Homeworld 1, which was developed back in 1999, I believe. Homeworld 2 was released sometime in 2003. But the Homeworld games, I have to say, are still one of my favorite games of all time. The concept and everything was just way ahead of its time in terms of gaming. Anybody who is familiar with the game can tell you that it is just, well, aside from the ones that absolutely hated it, they can tell you that it's a phenomenal game, and it's a great game. Like I said, I can't stress that enough. Words does not do it justice. I mean, I'm gonna be doing this, probably gonna play for the single player story as part of a new series, more so for myself on relaxing, because I need a game where I could just sit back and just watch the action, blow things up and whatnot, without having to worry about somebody dying. Well, I still have to worry about stuff blowing up and dying, but not to the level like my XCOM series where I worry about you guys dying. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. I already did a couple of missions just to test the recording, make sure Fraps ran okay with it, and so far everything seems good. So we're going to be starting from mission 1 at Tanis. The cutscenes are a little lengthy, but they're definitely, it's very story driven. Not so much as the first game, but it's still pretty story driven, and I'm going to be pretty much quiet the entire time when there's a cutscene going. So let's go ahead and start. See you in a bit.
In the first time, the great hyperspace core was found. With it came the gift of interstellar travel, and the Outer Rim trade routes were established, uniting the galaxy in peace. Thousand years passed before the second core was discovered on a desert planet. Pain and bloodshed flowed in its wake. But the exiles returned to their homeworld, Hiigara. A young woman led them across the galaxy, and it is she who will lead them again. Her name is Karen Sajet. This is the story of the end time. We know this because the third core has been found. Under the dark influence of this core, the Taidan have risen under a new leader, a Vagar warrior lord named Makan. He calls himself the Sajukar, the Chosen One. Many systems have already fallen under his shadow, and his eyes are set upon Hiigara. Deep inside the great derelict at Tanis, construction of a new mothership is underway, the pride of Hiigara. Once more, the exiles will face the coming darkness.
This is Fleet Command. Stand by for hyperspace core transfer.
Containment unit online. All power signatures in the green. Primary couplings released. Trajectory is good. The hyperspace core is away.
Alright, and I'm back. God, I love those cutscenes. And look at the graphics. For a game that was made back in 2003, the details on it was so good. I mean, obviously when you zoom in, you'll see there's still, it's a bit blurry, but what can you expect from a game that was made in 2003? The fact that it looks this good is amazing. The music is amazing, the backgrounds are just gives you a massive scope, just reminding you the size of this game. Like, here we see our mothership right here, and when you look at the background, there's this huge derelict right back there, and it just dwarfs our ship in comparison, and it's just, oh, the game just makes me nerd out. I really wish I could have started doing a Homeworld series on my channel with the first game, because the first game was so great, and it's got so much story to it, like the story of the Kushan people who you play as, which are now known as the Higarans, since they've regained their homeworld. But then, basically, the basic story is the Kushan, or their ancestors, started a war, and because of that war, they were sent into exile when they were defeated by the Taidan. And so thousands of years passed, and they eventually found out that the world that they had been exiled to wasn't their home. And so that started the journey back to Higara. But like they said in the cutscene, now the Taidan, after being beaten several times, both in Homeworld 1 and Homeworld Cataclysm,
the mothership is standing by.
They've now risen under the Vagar. So we start off with some basic ships. First off with our most valuable ship here, the resource collectors. They're pretty much essential for everything we need in terms of resources.
Intelligence. Our task is to analyze sensor data and generate mission objectives.
So our first point is to collect these resource canisters, otherwise known as resource units, or RUs. And RUs is used for anything from research to building.
Crew and will remain docked with Tanis.
Like I said, look at that derelict in the background compared to like the shipyard and the
test the
mothership.
hyperspace core. The first trial will test the resourcing system.
So the first mission, like most games, is pretty much a tutorial, but
begin retrieval of resource
jumps in
difficulty.
difficulty. The game has an adaptive difficulty. Basically, the stronger your fleet is, the stronger the enemy fleet will be.
Resourcing systems fully operational. Trial successful.
Look at the detail in this. Like, I'll zoom in on this. You can see a little bit of blur, but the details in it is really nice.
Begin construction of a fighter facility subsystem.
Alright, as you can see, there's these little slots right here. Those are where we can build our subsystem facilities.
Production underway.
And these facilities will be needed for various functions, whether it be ship production or things like research, like our research module up here. And you can gain a tactical advantage in the battle by eliminating certain systems. Let's say you want to stop an enemy from producing fighter, so you go after their fighter facility. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the main menu. I think I might leave it up just so you guys can have an idea. Like, for example, it brings up the unit, what kind of role they fulfill. But at other times, I might just minimize it just so we can get a bigger view of what's going on. But like I said, this game, it brings so much good memories back. I actually heard
Mothership
a
fighter
while
facility
ago
complete.
that there
Fighter
was talk
facility
about
subsystem
revamping
complete. Engineering is online
Homeworld 1
ready
and
for
Homeworld
fighter
2 in
production.
HD and for the
To
more
test
modern
basic combat
platforms.
capabilities,
And
construct
if they make an
an
HD
interceptor
version of those games, I'm not sure about Cataclysm, but that would be great.
Production
I'm gonna go ahead and start
underway.
making some interceptors though. We're gonna be making 4 squads instead of 1 though, just because I kind of know what's up ahead and we need as many as we can. But like I said, I believe the IP for the Homeworld games was bought up several times, and I think right now it's currently with Gearbox. So we don't know. I don't really know when, if they ever will released a revamped version of Homeworld 1 and 2, but hey, there's hope. I mean, it's been a while since
Interceptor
there's been
squadron
talk about it.
complete.
Well, there's our Interceptor squadron.
Stand by to begin combat trials.
So our Interceptors are our first combat units available to us.
Perimeter Station Chimera will assist by providing target drones. The drones are located here.
So since this is
Use the
RTS,
interceptors to destroy the
movement in
target
this
drones.
game is actually based off of a XYZ coordinate system. So basically, let me go ahead and select the Interceptors here. Our movement system can be accessed via M or using W or J, depending on what
Interceptor
function you
squadron
want. I'm
complete.
going to use W here as a waypoint system and issue a multiple move command. So for example, I'm going to have them move out over here, then here, then here. We're moving around on one plane. Seems simple, but if I hold down shift, I can either go up or I could go down. You know the works.
Waypoint confirmed.
And so they'll follow that path. And formations in this game is also, formation and tactics I should say, are also kind of key. You can have anything from an evasive tactic where they'll assume more of a line
Interceptor
tactic.
squadron complete.
Defensive formation, a defensive tactic which they'll adopt a V, a delta formation, and the aggressive, which they'll adapt either an X or a claw formation. There was a lot more formations in the original game, but they've simplified it down to 3 main formations, which is I believe a fighter screen, a frigate line, and a capital ship phalanx or something. So what was it? Yes, capital phalanx. So right now we're just gonna get our interceptors all prepped up. So we got 3 of them right now.
Weapons set to full
I also
power.
like how the ships
Interceptor
move
squadron
when they're
complete.
going around the field.
Roger.
It's just amazing.
Standing by.
I can't
Show
repeat
no
that
mercy.
enough.
Coordinates confirmed.
So we're gonna go ahead and assign the interceptors to
one
group 1. We're
designated.
gonna have them in aggressive,
mercy.
and we're gonna go after the interceptor,
Attack vector
the
laid in.
drones over there.
Reporting.
I bet this squadron's with Jason, Mike, and Richard. They're a bunch of show-offs with their barrel rolls and whatnot.
Group 1 reporting.
Barrel roll. Look at that, quick and
Group 1
efficient.
copies.
Group 1 reports victory.
We're gonna go ahead and move them off.
Destination.
And now the tutorial is pretty much gone. From here on out, it's the game.
This is Perimeter Station Chimera. We have multiple unidentified units detected. Signal indicates Vager Bomber Strike Force.
In the first Homeworld, they gave you a mission to prepare, 1 mission to prepare at least. This one starts you right off the bat. Pretty much the Vager has German-style tactics with Blitzkrieg, attack with overwhelming
This is a
force.
scramble alert. All pilots to their stations. Chimera Base. This is Blue Leader. Enemy units locked in. Awaiting orders. Bidding.
Alright, so we gained an extra squadron of interceptors, so we have 5 altogether.
Tanis is under attack.
Acknowledged.
All forces to combat alert. This is not a test. Interceptors have been launched from Chimera.
Standing by.
The enemy must be eliminated. Order all interceptors to destroy the Vager bombers.
We're gonna have them split off a bit, try to get as many as they can.
Acknowledged.
This will fall back on the back
Attack vector
formation.
laid in.
So they got Vagers are sending bombers after us right now, and bombers are really adept at taking out capital ships or facilities. Go interceptors! For the most part, I'll try to be following my ships more just to give you guys some, so you guys can just watch the
Group
fireworks.
1 has defeated the enemy.
Target confirmed.
Chimera Station is offline. Flying. The Vager have breached the Tanis perimeter.
The mothership is under attack.
So as we can
We
see there,
cannot
there's
stay
more.
here any longer.
There's another flight of bombers,
Emergency
and they
launch
also have a
underway.
frigate after us.
Ship under attack.
Release crews stand by for emergency launch.
Now, our interceptors, while they're good, they're
Roger
fast
that,
and strong in numbers, they're not adept at taking out capital ships like frigates. So we need something along the lines of bombers.
Primary couplings released.
The game has, pretty much like most games, they have a rock, paper, scissors system. This ship is
Looking
good
good.
against this ship. This ship is weak against that ship. And you just need to keep adapting.
Line confirmed.
The mothership has cleared Tanis. We are away.
So it looks like we have a missile frigate attacking us by the
Multiple
looks of
enemy
it.
reinforcements detected. Estimated time before contact.
And I do have a
2
tactical
minutes.
overlay
Begin
up for
construction of bombers
people who are not
immediately to
familiar
deal
with the
the
game.
new
So
threat.
these various
Bombers
shapes,
will
like
be
the
required to
triangles, would
defend the
represent
mothership.
fighters. Those diamonds would represent frigates. So we're gonna need more bombers
Production
for this.
underway.
Don't think I'll need 4. I'll go with 3 for now. So we need to hurry up and take out this frigate before more reinforcements arrive. So as you can see here, this frigate is mainly an anti-frigate. So it would do better against other frigates. And my interceptors, while they're chipping away at its armor, it's not doing much.
Copy. Ready.
And right now it's just pretty much focused on the mothership. It's already
Mothership.
did a nice little dent on it.
Confirmed.
Look at the detail in this.
Bomber squadron complete.
Oh, here comes our
New
bombers.
construction options available.
Roger. Stand by for acquisition and transfer. Supporting friendly units. Show no mercy.
Group 10 reports victory.
Acknowledged. Group 1 copies. On our way. Copy. Understood.
We're gonna go ahead and assign our bombers to Group 2.
Group 2 designated.
Gonna go ahead and
Aggressive tactics
apologize in
confirmed.
advance if
Fire
I just
at
sound
will.
quiet the whole time, because I'm either just really
Bomber
immersed into
squadron
the game or
complete.
just really focused.
Confirmed.
And that's really good for
Group
games like
1
these. If
reports
you
enemy
really get
contact.
immersed into it,
Intercept course
then
understood.
you know you got yourself a
Group
good
2
game right there.
reinforced.
Alright, so it looks like the Vagars are
Target
sending
confirmed.
hyperspace gates at us.
Priority alert.
Basically, they act as a two-way
Vagar are
door
using
system, so they
hyperspace
can
gates.
act as a teleporter for smaller ships that can't hyperspace.
If they are not destroyed,
Usually bigger ships
the enemy can deploy reinforcements
require the
through them.
hyperspace,
These gates
and
must be
smaller
destroyed.
ships along the size of fighters and corvettes would have to dock with the bigger ships in order to travel with them. But with these hyperspace gates, they can just access through them. And it looks like they're sending more fighters after us, so we're going to have our interceptors take care of that while our bombers take care of the gates.
Engaging. Attack vector laid in.
Because
Group 2 copy.
looks like most of those are
Gate destroyed.
anti-capital ship
Destroy
as well
all
as
the remaining hyperspace gates.
fighters. So our bombers won't do well against them.
Copy. Standing by.
Alright, so while the bombers are busy with that, we'll follow one
Ready.
of our interceptor squadrons. Is this Jason's ship? Or is this Austin? Oh, he's in the middle, so I'm pretty sure that that's gonna be Jason. He wants all the attention. Alright, where's the rest of our... Do we have our next set of bombers yet? Nope, they're almost
Reporting.
done. Their hyperspace gates are almost done too. Alright, let's see.
Group 1 reporting.
Alright, our third
Resources
squadron of
exhausted.
bombers are out.
Group 2.
We're gonna
Bomber
go ahead and
squadron
reinforce
complete.
Group 2 with them.
Copy.
But they're pretty much
Group
almost
2
done.
reinforced.
So the mission is pretty much
Forces
almost done from
technical
here.
power.
As soon as we finish
Target
this up, it
confirmed.
should wrap up with another
Group 1.
cutscene. But what I'm gonna do basically is I'm gonna do my usual outro, and then I'll just let the cutscene roll for you guys, and it'll pretty much be the end of the episode. But until then, let's blow up these remaining fighters. Let's see, we got about 5 more squadrons of them. We're gonna go ahead and follow this Vagar bomber force here. As you can probably notice, the ship design is drastically different from the Vagar, from the Higarans in this case. Back in the original, the Tydanian Kushan, while they did have visual differences, they did have very similar roles.
Long-range long-range sensors have detected multiple enemy signals converging on Tanis. All ships initiate docking procedures and stand by for hyperspace.
The Vagar have arrived.
Look at all that. They got destroyers, frigates, they got battle cruisers. They can easily wipe me out in less than a
Emergency
minute.
hyperspace
Look at all those
procedures
missiles.
initiated. Course set
It's
for
literally
the Homeworld.
blitzkrieg.
The mothership must
So I'll let you
survive.
watch a cutscene here. That's it for episode 1 of Homeworld 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.
Tanis base has been destroyed. The Vagar have launched a massive invasion. Higaran outposts are falling all across the inner rim. The crew of the mothership is making an emergency departure, and planetary defense systems are standing by. Before we can mount a counterattack, we must rendezvous with the mothership's crew. We will exit hyperspace in the shadow of the Angel Moon. A rally point has been established at this location. Prepare for enemy contact.